No Nonsense Know-How here. Real quick, how to replace the passenger side motor mount on this 2014 Ford Focus with a 2.0 liter. I'll put a link in there if you guys want to buy this on Amazon. This is an aftermarket one. I do recommend going with the factory OEM one. They tend to last a lot longer. Real common failure. These are a hydraulic mount. They tend to leak oil out of them. But if you have this, any Ford Focuses, even the earlier ones, this is pretty much going to apply to that as well, even the early 2000s. If you have a vibration at idle, 99% of the time, this motor mount right here is causing it. You do have two other motor mounts, possibly even three, I think just two others, but this hydraulic mount, this is notorious for causing vibrations, even when they're not leaking. It doesn't have to be leaking. It's just, you know, they just go bad, and they progressively cause more vibration. I'm gonna give you real quick instructions here. Give me a thumbs up if it helps out, definitely appreciate that. Depending on your year, the coolant tank's gonna come out a couple different ways, but this one just has these quick slides. So you slide this one up with some force. Now this has a rounded edge on here, so that allows that to slide over it. On the back side here though, when you slide this one up, you are gonna have to get a screwdriver here to bend this plastic out of the way, because this one here is not a smooth, it's a lip here, so it's a little hard to get over that. You might need to get a screwdriver in there to get that out. Anyway, so you don't have to remove this, just tuck this tank out of the way. Now get a jack under the aluminum engine oil pan, put a block of wood there, and just put neutral pressure on there. Just a little bit of pressure, and then go ahead and zip these two 18mm nuts off. Now this side the nut just came off, so that's cool. This side the whole stud came off, so you'll want to thread this nut off of here. And then take an E10 like this, E10 socket, or a pair of pliers would work as well, and thread this all the way back. I recommend putting some Loctite on these threads right here. Make sure this one's seated all the way down there too, because if this was only held on by a few threads down there, and when you go to put this back on, you tighten this nut down, it can actually pull those threads out, and I've seen that happen before. Now zip these two 15mm off. Now this 2014 only has two bolts holding it on to the chassis. The earlier ones are going to have three bolts, three 15mm holding that on. It's going to be a little tighter coming out of there as well, but this is the general idea here. So again, if you get the factory OEM one, it's going to come as a complete bolt-in assembly, and they do tend to last a little bit longer, so I'll try to find a link for that. But essentially, you're going to take a large screwdriver, bend this out of the way. I'm not going to show you how to do that because it's real elementary from here. Bend that out of the way, slip the new one on, and then kink this one down with some heavy-duty pliers. Kink that down real good and just bend it over, just like that one is on there. I used this flathead here, stepped on it, was able to bend that out of the way. And like I said, the new one just slides in like that. Make sure you put it in the correct orientation. The longer end goes rearward of the car, and these bolts over here goes in just like that. And then bend this back over, bolt it in, and put it back together is, I don't need to show you how to do that. So anyway, give it a thumbs up if it helped. Definitely appreciate that. Sorry if it went too quick for you. If not, I'm sure there's a couple other detailed videos on there. So till next time, no nonsense, know how. Thumbs up. Y'all have a good day.